Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get Ancient Guo-Lai treasure keys, and more importantly, how to use them and get reputation so that you can be exalted with Golden Lotus and farm to your heart's content as soon as possible. And you are going to be able to get a 489 necklace for getting exalted with Golden Lotus, and that is super important here in phase 1 of Mists of Pandaria. So Ancient Guo-Lai Cache keys are they're not very rare drops. They actually have a higher drop rate than the Amber Dread Shards, very similar to that if you saw yesterday's video and did that with the Klaxi. But they essentially, right here in phase 1, before the veil gets absolutely exploded, only drop from Mogu mobs within the valley. So the best places to find them are the Guo Lai Halls, the ruins of Guo Lai. The Five Sisters is actually a pretty good place right over here in this field as well. Sometimes at Mistfall Village, when it's being attacked, the lake can have them as well. The Golden Stair is a guaranteed spawn. The rest sort of cycle with dailies, and it can be pretty difficult to get them. So I'm going to do some science, go to a few areas, and farm each and every one of these to show you the keys that we get. I'm going to do about an hour max. I'm looking to get about 5 keys, so I'll let you know how fast it takes to get 5 keys, because 5 keys should give me enough reputation to push Exalted and get my 489 neck for tonight. So the biggest issue is when you go to the daily zones, like right here at the guaranteed spawn of the Golden Stair, there's not always a lot of Mogu up because there's a lot of people out here killing them, and it can be a lot of competition. So just sort of look on your layer, scout to different layers, whatever you want to do. I don't really like going in the halls themselves because the mobs are sparse and few and far between. I usually like to go to the lake, or right over here, there are a lot of Mogu in these tents, in these fields over by the Five Sisters, that you can in fact kill really easily, and they aren't really quest mobs. So if the spawns are up on that day, like right here you see these Shadow 10 fists at these campsites, this is a really good place to sort of farm them uncontested, because there's no reason to come over here and fight these, because there is no quest that has you come here during most days, and then you just sort of want to cycle between those. So like I said, I'm going to pop a potion of luck, eat a food buff, and get after it. But here you can see a pretty good spawn, and these mobs have 600k HP because they are in-game quest mobs, so just be aware of that and use precautions. So I'm going to kill right here. Here's the exact one at the Five Sisters camp and going around this area. So I will see you then. Whoop. Alrighty guys, so we finished 45 minutes of farming. We got 4 keys. Honestly, we got all 4 of the keys within 20 minutes, and then we have just been going dry. I would normally do a full hour, but I have some raids to get to, so at the time of filming we're a little rushed. But 45 minutes, we got 4 keys, and it might get us the Lotus if we get a few of the epic things. Now here is the loot that we got. We got a lot of BOEs, we got a lot of Trillium ore from the potions of treasure finding, which essentially pays for the potions themselves just in Trillium alone. But the other stuff is just really good gold, as well as really awesome windwool cloth, which I have a lot of tailors, so I actually processed that. But we can DE the greens and do that, so really good on the loot side. Now for the keys. So in order to get the ancient cache keys, you're going to come to the Guo Lai Halls, and you are going to go in here. Now for each, pretty much the halls open up by rep. So if you are honored, you can go, or I think you can always go over to this chamber. If you are honored, you can go to the vault, and if you are revered, you can go to the Hall of Tiles all the way back here. And each place has one, and we just got very lucky and one spawned right here, and we're going to open that up, and we got 1 relic of Guo Lai. Now we're going to need to get the epic ones in order to hit Exalted and do that quest chain, but I would check each room, because each room has a chest spawn point. So I would just go between them all, get them all. You don't really have to do anything with the spider, but people will be killing it because it's the quest. There are some mobs, but nothing too crazy that you need to worry about. So in this room there could be a few spawns. Then I would avoid actually going to the vault because the wind wall is kind of buggy right now. So if you do go into the vault, only go into like this first room. Do not go into the second or third room. There is a key in the further third room here, but I would just be very, very cautious because the wind wall can bug and then you are forced to hearth out. I had to hearth out yesterday doing this. But yeah, like crossing this path right here where this barrier is, I would be very, very cautious in doing that. Otherwise, you can get walled in and you would have to go back. There is a chest all the way in the back, but like I said, it is very, very, very hard to do. And then we need to, then we're going to head to the Revered and keep looking, and as you can see, dodge the rocks. But that's essentially the halls where you get the chests, and I'm going to go there and get the remaining chests, show you the loot, and hopefully we can get Exalted with the Golden Lotus. So I will see you when we get there. Alrighty guys, so after using all 4 keys, we actually did get lucky, and we got an Imperial Silk and a Scroll of Wisdom. So those are the unique tailoring and inscription mats, which are my 2 professions on this character. You can get a lot of the daily cooldown mats as well, depending on whatever character you are on your profession. So it's very, very helpful in those things. And those 2 are actually rarer than the epic combination, but I needed 1 epic out of the 4 chests we pulled. That's why I was really going for 5 keys. So I did not hit Exalted here, so I'm going to continue to farm a little bit more. But as far as it being a gold farm, it was really good on the gold farm. We made quite a bit, probably a few thousand just from the cloth, the trillium ore, the greens, turning those into dust and then selling them, or you could even just flat out vendor them if you don't want to DE them. The choice is up to you, but we got quite a lot of loot, making this not only just a viable farm because nearly everything drops quite a bit of gold. Like the chests, as you can see in this loot table, dropped 28, 39, 25 gold. So if you just get gold and you do this, this is actually just a pretty decent gold farm as well. Very similar to the Manted that we showed yesterday. My entire path for this video was from right here to the 5 Sisters. Then I went to the left here and fought Mogu at these ruins. Then I went up top here and fought the ones on the hill to this camp right here. And then in the back corner right here, I actually fought 2 rares while I was there. And then there's this elite here. If you're truly bored, you can fight him. But I don't really know how high his key drop rates are. But it turned out to be a really, really good farm. Just gold, keys, all of that. And the most important thing is that these relics right here are by non-account. So you can do this on your main, you can send it to your ult, but all in all, it is just truly a really awesome farm, and it will help you get Exalted with the Golden Lotus, which is very, very important for anyone raiding on a main character, because you get to save 1,250 Valor, which is what it takes to get a 489 neck, and 489 gear does not get replaced by Celestial Dungeons. It does not get replaced and for like almost a month, unless you are doing heroic rating of Mogoshan Volts. That's the only thing that is better than 489 at this moment. So really cool to see, really important to know. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to add, definitely drop it down below. But the best Mogu farm spots are really going to be where the daily quests aren't, or you can compete for hyper spawns the entire time. It really just depends on how you want to do it. But I truly hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. It's a little prologue for you here, because I didn't mention this because I didn't even think about it, but they actually do drop SKYSHARDS, and if you look above my head right here, you can see I got a SKYSHARD before I got a freaking key. So, you know, I'd trade these 2 SKYSHARDs for a key, but it is how you, if you get 10 of them, you can dispel the Thundering Cloud Serpent Alani up in the sky there. So it's pretty cool, and I just wanted to mention that before we end it. So here's a little information for you, and I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you then. Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.